Hi everyone, welcome to Karen's Corner. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a great day, great week, whether it's the beginning of your day, the middle, or the end, whatever is going on. Appreciate you joining me and being here on the mat. So today's meditation, we're going to work a lot with our emotions. And if you have practiced with me before, or this is your first time, I am a Karuna Reiki master and I deal a lot with energy. And it's super important for me to keep my vibration high and help other people keep their vibration high. And we move about our day inhaling stress, inhaling other people's worries, taking on our own worries, taking on our own judgment, grief, whatever it is we're dealing with. And if you're like me, many times during the day you say, I just can't deal with this right now, I'm going to have to deal with this later. And what we've done in that instance is we've taken that in, but then we forget to go back and process it. And somehow that finds a home in our body and plays out different ways in our lives. So we're going to work a little bit on that during our meditation, but to get started, let's prepare ourselves. So whether you are laying down or sitting up, just take a few moments here to close your eyes. This doesn't need to be your meditation posture because we are going to move a little bit. So if you have a block or a book or something you can place on your belly at some time, that'd be great. It doesn't, and something that provides a little bit of weight so you get a sensation there. So take a comfortable seat or lay down, whatever works for you at this particular moment. Take a few deep breaths in and out through the nose, please. And then when you're ready, close the eyes, shift the gaze down towards your heart, and then just take a few moments to consciously, mindfully bring you into your space, wherever that is, whether you're sitting on the floor in the bathroom with the door locked or in a closet, or if you actually have some space available in your home. Just be grateful for wherever you are. Just a few deep breaths in and out. Don't worry about what's going on with the breath right now. We're just bringing ourselves into our practice. Let's take a moment here to unhinge the jaw, separate the teeth, lightly let the lips touch, but the teeth separate and then the tongue just hangs loosely in your mouth. So release it from the roof of your mouth. Perhaps even turning the corners of your lips up. Yeah, just notice even, nobody can see you smile. That instantly provides a little bit of softness. Breathe in and out here, letting go of any expectations, how you expect this meditation to unfold. When the mind begins to wander, just bring yourself back to your breath. And just anchoring here in our practice and in our space. And then you gently bring the palms to touch at the heart center. And if you're sitting up, drop chin to chest. Just gently taking a bow here. And then if you are sitting up, work yourself down to the floor. Make sure whatever prop you used to, whether it's a block or a book, bring it along with you. If you're already on the floor, that's great. Grab that block. And then with the knees bent or legs straight, whatever your lower back is telling you is comfortable for you today, take an inhale, float the fingertips up overhead, and then take the breath with you. See if you can extend it past the fingertips. Grow long through the side body. And then grab that right wrist, turn the palm inside out. Really stretch into that right side body. Maybe shift your head over, gaze over to the left. If your knees are bent, keep them pointed up toward the ceiling. And then gently bring yourself back to center. Use your next exhale to float the palms all the way down by the side. Relax the shoulders, lengthen through the neck, soften through your heart. Inhale, fingertips sweep up overhead, breath goes with it. Grab that left wrist, give it just a little bit of a tug. Take the breath into the left side body here, maybe shift your gaze over to the right. And keep your eyes closed here to keep yourself inward, grounded. Beautiful. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, float the arms all the way down by the side. Good. And then a couple of more times. Inhale, fingertips float up overhead. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. So move with your breath here, not necessarily with my cues. Breathing in and out through the nose. Big, full breaths. Drink it all in. Empty it all out. Nice. And then gently hug the knees in. Arms can go around the shins or underneath your knees. Once again, whatever's comfortable. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then add a little rock from side to side. Massage those kidneys, lower back. And then eventually coming back to center, give your knees a little shift away so they come over the hips. Bring the arms out to the side, turn the palms down, plant the fingertips into the floor. Belly still nice and soft here. Inhale here, and then on your exhale, just slowly begin to drop those knees over to the right. When you're ready for your in-breath, even if you don't make it all the way down, come back to center and then exhale over to the left. Good. Go ahead and move in and out with the rhythm of your breath here. Letting the breath set the pace for you. And then the next time those knees are over to the right, go ahead and bring them all the way down onto the floor. If that left shoulder pops up, that's okay. Just gently begin to coax it back to the mat or to the floor. Close the eyes. If you want to add on just a little bit, you can spider walk those left fingertips far away from you. Maybe even shifting the gaze over there as well. Just breathe in and out here. ready for your next in-breath, go ahead and bring those knees back to center. Give yourself a nice hug. Add a little rock if you'd like. And then bringing those knees over the hips once again. Bring those palms out to the side in a T position, palms down. Inhale here, and then on your out breath, drop the knees in the opposite direction. That right arm pops up, that's okay. This side may or may not feel different from the other. You can stay here or tiptoe those right fingertips away. Maybe even rocking the head in that direction. Just staying here in stillness. And in that stillness, notice what begins to push up against you. And notice if you're saying, I can't deal with that right now, I'm in meditation. Yeah, let it go. Beautiful. And then inhale, gently bring yourself back to center. One more squeeze, one more hug, one more rock. And then extending your legs long or knees bent. Grab that prop that you're going to use. It just needs to be a little bit of weight. It doesn't need to be a lot. So even if you just have like a pillow or something, that works too. Place it on your belly. Find an arm position that works for you. I like in this position to keep my palms up, so it reminds me to keep my heart open and just in a receiving mudra. Once again, close the eyes, shift the gaze down toward the heart, relax the skin on your face. Unhinge the jaw, shoulders and belly soft. Breathing in and out through the nose. Shift all of your awareness onto your breath. And like you're playing follow the leader, follow the breath in and follow the breath out. And then see if you can feel whatever prop you've placed on your belly. See if you can feel it rise and fall with your breath. So resist the urge to push or pull the breath down in there. Just let it occur naturally, and you may already be there, and it may take a few more breaths to get there. But envision the breath deep into the belly, expanding on the inhale, and then softening on the exhale. Feel the sides of the waist expand too. Feel the sides of the waist soften. Good. Stay with me here. Take a couple, 3 more breaths. And then softening your focus just a bit. Gently removing any prop that you were using. Give the knees a little swipe from side to side. eventually rolling over, using your arm strength to lift you up. Take a comfortable seat. So we're just going to be here for a few moments before we move into the actual meditation portion of it. So if you can't see me, if you prefer it to be up against a wall or something, that's fine too. You can just hear my voice. So whether you're sitting on a blanket, a cushion, use something to prop your hips up so your knees are beneath your hip points. Give yourself a little wiggle forward and back and side to side until you feel balanced on all sides, right and left, front and back. And you feel your heart is perfectly centered over your hips. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine, and see if you can make the back of the neck even a little longer with just a subtle tuck of the chin. Yeah. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, drop chin to chest. And then begin to roll that right ear over toward the shoulder. Back to center. And then on the opposite side. Again, the breath sets the pace for you here. So move as fast or slow as you're breathing. Take in your time. And then the next time that ear is over toward the right shoulder, find a comfortable place to hold here. And then a couple of options here. You can just kind of move the chin from side to side, explore, just getting a little curious as to where you're feeling some energy in your body being held, where it feels thick or dense. You can tiptoe those left fingertips away from you, or maybe even lift the palm up off the earth or your mat, just giving a little bit of weight in that arm. Good, and then slide that chin back to chest, and bring the palm back. And then roll the ear in the opposite direction. Yeah. And this side may or may not, again, feel different from the other side. A little chin action here if that works. Spider walk the right fingertips away from you, or maybe even lift the palm up. Draw the chin back to the chest, palm back to your lap. Go ahead and lift the head, draw the ears back in line with the shoulders, and then just give yourself a couple shoulder rolls forward and back. Beautiful. So now I'm going to invite you to move to your meditation posture. So lots of options here. You can stay seated. You can move up against the wall. It's not important that you see me. It's just important that you hear me. You can do legs on the wall. You can be laying in bed. Whatever works for you. It's important to be comfortable, but also a posture that you remain alert so you don't fall asleep. So I'll give you a few breaths to get there. Take your time. Set yourself up. Make yourself comfortable. And then whatever posture you've selected, if you want to slip something underneath your head, that's fine too. Whatever posture you've selected, once again, take a couple of breaths in and out through the nose, and when you feel ready, close the eyes. And then just breathe in and out here. So we energetically hold things in our body, some knowingly, some not so knowingly. and working with energy for the better part of my life, we hold grief in our lungs. And when you think about that, grief, lots of times there's tears, you cry, and you can't catch your breath. You're not breathing correctly. So we work on meditation, or breathing, deep breathing. You could see that from the block on your belly, deepening the breath. Drinking in breath so it fills up the lungs. It releases all that grief and energy that we've held in our lungs. Worry is stored in our belly, which again makes sense because when you worry, some of us stress eat, and then some of us totally lose our appetite, right? So all that intestinal stuff, energy, is affected by worry. Fear is stored in our kidneys. And when you think about that, lots of times when you're fearful, you see in movies and all, people have a tendency to have a full bladder. So moving those twists we did on our back, moving from side to side, releases all that fear in our kidneys. Energetically, a fear that the universe or the divine doesn't have your back is stored in the lower back. So again, that movement, moving the knees from side to side, helps release that. Sticky knees is a sign that there's a fear of moving forward. Something is, you're hesitating about moving forward. So all of that energy is stored somewhere in our body. Again, some knowingly, some not knowingly. And as I said in the beginning, when we deal with stress in our lives, or when we deal with things in our lives, when people want us to take on something that isn't even ours sometimes, we just, I can't deal with that, I'll deal with it later, but you have accepted that you'll deal with it, and somewhere it's stored. And we rarely make time to deal with it. We rarely make time to sit down, I think I'll deal with my grief now, or I think I'll deal with my fear now. So it becomes in our body, and it makes a noise. And if we don't pay attention to it, it gets louder and louder until we're kind of forced to deal with it in terms of a disease or an ailment of some kind. So we're going to work on that during the meditation. So wherever you are, whether you're seated or laying down, I want you to take a few deep breaths here and then turn the palms up. If they're out on the floor open, that's fine. Let the palms become heavy. And invite the fingers to just curl back naturally. Eyes are closed here. It's taking a moment to breathe in and out. And then with the eyes closed, I want you to envision a golden light hovering over your crown chakra, over the crown of your head. And that light is getting brighter and brighter. And that light contains healing energy, healing love, all the good things of the universe. And then as you use your next in-breath here, draw that light in. And then as you exhale, envision it being sent all the way through your body, out through your toes, out through your fingertips. You're going to inhale the light, exhale it out through the arms, through the fingertips, through the legs, through the toes. Go ahead and do that a few more times. And then envision that healing light resting in the palms of your hands. So you hold healing energy, healing light. And you may or may not experience a little tingling. Yeah, that's energy, right? And then invite the palms to the heart. And then take a moment to ask yourself, what in me right now needs a little healing light? And it can be some emotion like fear. Maybe you're processing some grief. Maybe you're trying to surrender something. Surrender has a lot to do with fear. We put a lot of investment into holding grudges. What happens if you let go of them? There's a fear with that. Is there a worry? And maybe it doesn't manifest its way as an emotion. Maybe you do have a sore back or sore knees or a sore neck where you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Whatever that is for you, use the first thing that comes to your mind, and then open your palms and then just gently place your palms anywhere on your body where you feel you need some healing light. And you can move around. It doesn't have to be in any one particular place in your body. You can spend a few breaths in one area and then to another. And then if nothing comes to you, that's okay too. Just bring your palms to your heart and soak it in. Envision this healing light, this healing energy that resides within you, those palms, sending that light pulsating through you, healing. Releasing any fear, breathing into faith. Releasing any worry. Releasing grief. And again, you're invited to move your palms anywhere on you. Trust your inner voice here. And just take a few more breaths in and out. And then when you're ready, slide the palms away. Go ahead and give them a gentle rub. And then once again, bring the palms to the heart. On an out breath, gently bow into your hands, your heart, and your internal light. And then gently lift the head to blink the eyes open. This healing light, this healing energy is available to you at any time. You can spend 1 minute, you can spend 30 minutes with yourself. So at any time you feel like you're holding something, just take a few moments to inhale that light and to breathe. Thank you so much for joining me for this meditation. From my heart to yours I bow. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. See you next time on the mat.